Hi, welcome to today's Respite Care Association of Wisconsin's Q&A. My name is Rachel Watkins-Peterson, Project Manager for the organization, and I'm going to be interviewing Val Madsen, our Training and Development Specialist, and we're going to be talking about the Respite Care Certificate Program. Hi, Val.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. My first question, for someone who is not familiar with Respite Care Certificate Program, can you help us understand what it is?
Yeah, for sure. So the Respite Care Certificate Program, or as we refer to it, is the RCCP. It is a series of 10 courses that is really kind of a Respite 101. It talks about, for someone who hasn't been involved in respite before, it gives some really good information about what respite is or things that you might do as a respite provider. It also gives individuals that might be doing respite for a while an opportunity to get some more knowledge about respite and how it looks in different settings.
Awesome. Are there any prerequisites that someone would need in order to take RCCP? What kind of previous experience do they need?
Yeah, so there is not any prerequisites. If someone is interested in taking the RCCP or interested in becoming a respite provider in the state of Wisconsin, there isn't anything that you need to do in particular. It's really looking at learning how to be a respite provider, which is what the RCCP does, along with working with the caregiver and the respite care recipient that you'll be providing care for, and figuring out that person-centered care, what that individual needs. So as far as being a respite provider in the state of Wisconsin, there's no special training you need. We highly recommend the RCCP so that you have a good foundation so that you can build on that information as you meet new care recipients.
Sounds like to me, if you don't have a lot of experience, RCCP is a great resume builder. And it's an important thing to be able to show on your resume that you've done this.
Yeah, it really is. And respite care can be a great stepping stone depending on what you want to do. If you are interested in getting into the nursing or education field, respite care is an opportunity to get the first experience. No matter what profession you end up going into in your life or what job you end up getting, you will interact with individuals with disabilities at some point in time. And so being a respite provider really gives you that hands-on interaction so that you can be prepared for anything wherever life takes you. And really taking RCCP gives you an opportunity to, as you said, build your resume, but also just the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. Being able to provide care to someone that needs it. And really what respite is it gives the caregiver a break. And so being able to give that caregiver a chance to take some time for themselves, taking the RCCP and becoming a provider really allows you to make a difference in someone's life.
And it sounds like it can be a fun job when you have those meaningful interactions with the care recipient and you get to know their likes and their social history and spend that meaningful time. It sounds like a job that would really create bonds and enjoyable moments. Thank you for that.
It really is. And what's great about being a respite provider is you get to pick and choose what you want to do or who you want to work with, depending on your experience and also your comfort level. If you are not comfortable giving medications to someone, you would talk to the caregiver about that and just make sure that your respite times aren't around medication times. If you want to work with individuals who are an older population that might have dementia, you could go and provide companion care and hang out and do some really great, meaningful activities. If you want to work with individuals with autism that might be children, you have the opportunity to do that. Respite can happen both in home and out of home in the community. So really taking the individuals that you're providing respite for out to the park or to the zoo or for a walk, whatever it might be, even going out to a meal is a break for that caregiver, but also is a great opportunity for you to hang out and for that individual to be able to be in the community in a positive manner.
Really good points. That's exciting. It really is. Is there a cost for, how much would it cost someone to take Respite Care Certificate Program?
Yeah, the RCCP is free. RCAW, Respite Care Association of Wisconsin, doesn't want to charge anything for any of our programs. We want to give you the best information we can so you can provide high quality care. And that's really our ultimate goal, is making sure that you have the information you need so that you can provide good care and really give the caregivers the break that they need.
Free, you can't beat it. What topics would someone expect to learn and get some experience in when taking RCCP?
Yeah, so the RCCP consists of 10 different courses, and topics include what is respite. So just kind of basic, what does respite look like in Wisconsin? What funding sources there are, kind of the basic ground foundation information. There's also disability basics and client care. So talking about, again, person-centered care. We don't go in depth on specific disabilities because I can spend all day talking to you about dementia or about autism and still not tell you about this specific person. So we really do a general overview and then give you the tools so that you're able to ask the questions that you need to ask to learn about the person you would be caring for. We do go over medication administration, abuse and neglect. We talk about some caring for challenging moments, some wellness, household, and free time activities. So talking about ways to support the person in the home or out in the community to make sure that it's fun and safe, along with how you can promote independence while still providing care for someone. We go into some professional ethics and interpersonal skills. And then we have a great lesson on meeting the caregiver and the care recipient. So we talk about what questions you should ask or how to be trained, because a lot of times the caregivers, the parent, the spouse, whoever it might be, is responsible for training their own provider, and they might not have much experience. So you as a provider knowing what questions to ask or asking for more information really allows you to be set up in a very successful way when starting that relationship. And then the last course is just really looking at the next steps and talking more about our RCAW Respite Care Registry.
Awesome. Another question that I have is, do you have to do RCCP in one day? And how long of a time do you have to take it? Do you have to take it in a 4 or 5 hour span? Help us understand that.
Yeah, so the RCCP, at the completion of all 10 courses, you will receive a certificate of completion, and it does say 7 hours of training time on there. For some individuals, it does take them 7, others take them 4 or 5. It really depends on your learning style and how that works for you. It does not need to be done in one setting. You are able to do it at your own pace. So it's an online training system. You log in, you have your password and account information, and you go on when you're able to. So with the 10 courses, you don't even have to sit through a full course at one time. You can start and stop as you need. So some people might decide to do 1 or 2 courses a day, 1 course a week, 1 course every 2 weeks, kind of whatever works into your schedule. It really is made to give you information and not be a burden on your time. And we want to make it work for you.
Sounds really flexible. Can someone, you touched on the Wisconsin Respite Care Registry. If you're in the middle of taking RCCP and you're not quite done yet and you want to be listed on the registry, is that an option?
Yeah, we do ask that you complete the RCCP completely before going on the registry. You're welcome to fill out the profile information, but we won't make your profile live until you finish the RCCP. And the registry is a program that allows caregivers to search in their communities for trained respite providers. So really, we want to build that registry, that database of trained providers throughout Wisconsin so that caregivers can find highly qualified, engaged providers to provide the care for them. So that's why we do ask that you complete the RCCP prior to going live on the registry. But really, the registry is a great way to really connect with caregivers and opportunities for respite care throughout your county or throughout your area.
Well, thank you so much, Val, for clarifying what RCCP is for us. We appreciate your time, and we encourage anyone who's watching this who's interested to visit our website, www.respitecarewi.org.